Ekaterina Walter, thank you for joining me here in Copenhagen.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Thank you. You've just been giving a speech called Attention is the New Commodity, Visual Storytelling is the New Currency. Right. So let's get a simple answer. Why should I prefer to communicate visually?
Because that's how human brain is designed. We have drawn for centuries. Remember the cave drawings? Uh-huh. But language only existed 5,000 to 7,000 years. So humans are more visual creatures. Human brain processes visuals 60,000 times faster than text. So that statistics alone can tell you that that's how we prefer to consume our information. You know, plus 90% of the information that we consume is visual. We prefer that. Right?
So it's actually a more natural form of communication.
Very natural, yes.
I think that most people working professionally within media marketing and especially social media, of course, know that video are one of the huge drivers of traffic.
That's right.
But what does it take, in your opinion, to get to the next level and really excite your audience and turn that into business opportunities?
Two things. One is connect with them emotionally. Don't talk about your product. Talk about what your community is passionate about. So if you are a nerd and you're passionate about everything tech, talk to them about that. Don't talk about, well, here's what my product can do to you. And second of all, advocacy, right? You have to build communities. So the way to really shape your business moving forward and connect with your consumers is for building those relationships. And the way you do that is talking to them on a human level and really inspiring them, not around your things that you can offer them or sell them, but around what are those shared passions that you have? What are the values that really connect with them emotionally?
And if you do that, how do you get them to make the purchase?
Right. So you know what? You just engage them in fun conversations and they'll definitely create a lot of content for you. Visual content, videos, pictures, right? Animated files, etc. So you don't make them do it. You inspire them for saying, here's the cool stuff that we think is amazing. What do you think? Or share with us your story. So even with your employees, it doesn't have to be customers. Just inspire them to create their own content, because if they're passionate about your brand, just like some of your customers are, they will tell that story.
Okay, that's cool. So what you are actually picking out here is user-generated content.
Exactly, your communities. That's what it's all about, right?
And how do you put it into your own content strategy?
You just have the conversations, right? That's what you do. Only, I think the statistics is only 6% of information out there that's created around your brand is the one that's created by your departments, marketing, PR, communication departments. The rest of it's created by people. So if you invite them into your brand, if you invest in that relationship with them, they'll invest in you. So you just basically have a budget that's flexible enough to maybe, if you're picking up a trend or a conversation that's important to your community, you jump in.
Yeah, but it's all about this ongoing conversation, as
exactly.
I hear you.
You need to be flexible, right?
Yeah.
You need to be agile. You need to be real time. It's all about relevancy in marketing right now. So to be relevant, you gotta become more personal. You have to figure out what's important to folks out there, and how do you jump into conversation, not interrupting, but in contributing and adding value and making sure it really aligns with your message, with your brand, with your values.
Of course, but at the speed of the internet, everybody is like, shit, this is going really fast. So what are your advice for companies to stay sharp and continue to stand out, if you know what I mean?
Stay flexible. Hire people who know how to create content in real time. So journalists, right? Copywriters, content creators, designers who can jump in and create content in real time based on conversations that are happening, but also be flexible from perspective of budgets, right? If you decide, you know how a lot of brands, they start their budget, well, here's my budget for the year, and they divide it up in the beginning of the year. You have to have what I call always on budget. A portion of money that you would pay maybe content creators, or maybe even sometimes your customers or your agencies, to help create a content on the go that's relevant in the moment. So
okay, so current events is...
Current events, trends, any real quirky, fun holidays that maybe not relevant for some brands, but to you they are. just because that's what you're about. You know, so just stay sharp.
Yeah,
right?
but very interesting with the budget planning.
Absolutely.
Lastly, I want to talk to you about this thing called a movement. That's probably what every brand
right.
or enterprise or business would like to do. But how do you do it? How do you excite people? How do you get this fellowship?
You know, it's interesting. People think it's so hard. And it does take time. But your customers need to know only one thing, is that you give a damn, that you really care about them. And if you are constantly in the present, building that relationship with them, I think back when you're dating, right? First, you have to listen to a person to really understand them. Then you engage in a conversation. Then you just kind of share your values, they share theirs. And if you like a person, it's mostly because you share the same passions, right? And then you become human. But a lot of brands, they don't know how to be human. So I think people think it's harder than it is, but all it is basically showing your customers that you truly care and that you listen and that you're consistently in the moment and that you're there for them if they have an issue or a problem, and that you make their day brighter, you know, whenever you can. That is what the essence of building a relationship with your customer is about. And if you build that relationship, you build a tribe. You build a tribe, you build advocacy, and you build a movement.
That's very cool, a little corporate therapy from you. And,
I like that.
I will just say thank you for talking to me.
Thank you. It's
Have a nice day and enjoy Copenhagen.
Absolutely. Will do.
Thank you.